Talking of gifts, what exactly do we mean? Like, are we talking about the different values of gifts, and what are some of those examples?
Great, thank you, Georgette. So when it comes to gifts, the list is endless. But just in summary, gifts could either be in cash or in kind. So in cash is an example where a supplier extends a monetary value, which of course the policy does not accept any gift in cash. In kind is what we just discussed in terms of a monetary value, which has a nominal value of 5,000 shillings. So this could include seminars, it could include confectionaries, chocolates, flowers, or even gifts that we receive within our country, especially around the festive seasons. So ideally, this kind of gifts, when disclosed, should be subjected to appropriate action, which includes either rejecting the gift and returning it to where it came from. It could also include, where suitable, accepting the gift and in some cases sharing it out within the organization.
Okay, quite interesting that you mentioned that we could reject a gift. Very difficult in our context, but also we are looking at some of the collaborations out there. It's not best practice to be offered a gift or a package and then you say no thank you. So in the case where you find PS Kenya handles conflict of interest, or maybe there is violation of gifts policies, what then do you do? Because as a human, you're caught in there and you don't want to say no, but also you want to see what is in there. So what are some of those policies around violation of gifts?
Well, we could dive into some examples, but when you're talking about upholding our ethical standards, then this means that there are instances, depending on the perceived conflict, where we could actually, in a polite and professional way, go back to the third party and politely decline giving specific reasons and quoting in terms of why our policy does not allow our employees to receive gifts, especially of certain value that might be perceived to corrode the level of trust with the employee.
Thanks, Ken. You're really shedding quite a bit of light on code of conduct. But how does PS Kenya handle reported conflict of interest and violations of gift policies here and also just in the regions where we work and partner with various implementing partners?
So when there are reported violations regarding conflict of interest, the compliance department undertakes a rigorous review into these suspected or actual perceived conflict of interest, and if necessary, with collaboration from the chief executive officer, might actually lead to an investigation around that particular conflict or allegation. So how we handle this kind of violations could either be in terms of corrective measures that are taken. It could also be continued educational awareness for staff, and in some cases disciplinary action is taken where there is severe misconduct, where severe misconduct has actually been revealed out of the investigations. In some cases, it might require severing inappropriate relationships with some of the stakeholders to basically uphold our ethical standards.
You did mention that there's some level of disciplinary action that can be taken against a staff member. What are some of those examples you can shed light on?
Disciplinary action, in the worst case, would come where the contract of employment is actually terminated. And these are in those cases where gross violation has actually been established.
Okay, and finally, how can stakeholders, including staff and our partners, such as development partners, implementing partners, or even CBOs that we work with, how can they contribute to maintaining the ethical standards set by PS Kenya?
Okay, that's a good question, Georgette. Now, how they can contribute to this would be basically by understanding and adhering to both our code of conduct and ethics policies, and disclosing any potential, actual, or perceived violations of the code of conduct. By doing this, they are able to promote a culture of transparency and ethical behavior. These way, stakeholders play a vital role in just ensuring that we uphold our PS Kenya mission and values.
So thank you, Ken, for your valuable insights. I'm pretty sure there's so much we've gained, not only as PS Kenya staff, but also staff from other organizations that we partner with. Moving forward, I think it will be good for us to also delve deeper into this conversation for the benefit of the public in Kenya. And that is it for PS Kenya Health Chat. Thank you for joining us, and we do invite you to keep engaging, watching, sharing all our conversations across all our 6 platforms. And remember, at PS Kenya, we are all about better health and well-being.